Hello and a warm welcome to the news at 1 on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. I am Ifoma Wajinta. The new General Counsel and Secretary, Legal Services Secretariat of the FCT Administration has been sworn in. FCT Minister Mohammed Musa Bello reiterates the need for horizontal communication among all appointees to ensure effective service delivery. Shoaibu Yakubu reports.
The new General Counsel and Secretary Legal Services Secretariat, Mohammed Babangida Omar, was unavailable when the other political appointees were sworn in on the 30th of November 2021. FCT Minister Mohammed Musa Bello urges the new appointees to work closely with the administration for the achievement of its mandate.
I once more appeal to all of you to jointly work together as a team, to cooperate among yourselves, and to communicate very robustly, horizontally, so that you'll be able to achieve a lot that we need to achieve in the FCT.
The General Counsel had previously served in the same capacity during the first tenure of the FCT Minister. Shoaibu Yakubu, NTA News.
Private school owners in the Federal Capital Territory have been warned against operating outside the approved National Education Curriculum. Secretary for Education, Sani Dahiru El Katuzu, gave the warning during the handing and taking over ceremony in Abuja. Again, Shoaibu Yakubu reports.
This dotting of I's and crossing the T's signaled the official handing and taking over ceremony of the new FCT Secretary of Education. While promising to hit the ground running in steering the ship of the Secretariat, he frowns at a situation where private school owners in the FCT will be operating outside the approved education curriculum. He assures that other challenges confronting the Secretariat will be addressed head-on.
Of private proprietors of schools within the FCT. One, operating outside the laws that they are supposed to use. They are teaching outside the nationally accepted curriculum. No school in Nigeria will teach any child outside the approved curriculum. There are schools that bring in curriculum from elsewhere to come and teach our kids. We will not tolerate that.
Throughout the period, I have never had any cause to look back, largely because of the level of acceptance, of cooperation, of understanding that has been exhibited by the wonderful people that are seated around this table.
Heads of various departments and agencies of the Secretariat attended the ceremony. Shoaibu Yakubu, NTA News.
The desirability or otherwise of the travel ban placed on some African countries has continued to attract various reactions as the International Forum on Peace and Security opens in Dakar, Senegal. Participants advocate equitable distribution and access to COVID-19 vaccines to poor countries, as well as removal of travel restrictions not backed by scientific data.
Let me reiterate here my full support against any form of discrimination or isolation in relation with the new variant Omicron.
Before I left, I also got some calls from Europe. And the calls were so paternalistic. They were saying, "Hello, President Ramaphosa, we've heard about this Omicron. I am sorry to tell you that we are banning travel to Europe from South Africa and Southern Africa." No discussion, no attempt to hear what our views are.
We should rather be coming together, seeing it as a global challenge and acting all together rather than trying to segment the globe and having differentiated approaches in respect to different parts of the world.
Meanwhile, figures from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as at 7th December 2021, indicates 38 new cases of COVID-19 in the FCT. Confirmed cases, 23,617. Active cases, 183. Discharge cases 23,210 and 224 deaths have been recorded in the Federal Capital Territory. And we now turn our attention to security matters. A couple of months back, incidences of kidnapping in parts of Kuje seem to be a daily occurrence. Although there seems to be respite now, residents say much can still be done to prevent reoccurrence. Ilyas Onotu Yakubu brings us situation report from the perspective of the residents.
Idris Sabo Yusuf is a roadside mechanic and a farmer as well in Kuje. But he says he has had to abandon his farm for some time now because of the activities of criminals in the forest.
We don't get rest of mind for Kuje, so the support about these kidnappers. So if we go farm, we don't get rest of mind for bush. So then they pursue us for bush. So one more than repair us for us. Well, Nigeria, they're good.
Memories of the recurrent incidences of kidnapping on the lonely access road to Pegi still lingers in the minds of the people. The same can comfortably be said about the Chibiri road to connect through Gwagwalada-Lokoja Highway on the southern axis. These developments and the attendant consequences have given residents sleepless nights, particularly as the Yuletide winds down the year.
There is no insecurity inside the Kuje here, but there is insecurity beside Kuje villages here.
If you go to village, now village people they cry only, seriously. If you go to this Gaube Road, Kabi, and this our Sabo, seriously they are crying because people they are afraid to go, even at this time like this. And if you go in the night, the people that they are collecting people Okada machine, they have plenty.
But beyond these challenges, residents have positive words to describe efforts made by the police and other security agencies in Kuje. They see the vast terrain and the hilly open lands across the area as a major setback to their operational efforts in response to these challenges, coupled with the inadequacy of manpower.
They have been doing their best in the only two ways, but we still want, if the government, in one way or the other, to give them more manpower and also give them more facility for them to work well. We have to give vital information to the police, because without the information given to police will not be able to do it on their own.
As far as I'm concerned, the Nigerian police force have put in much effort in the area of security here in Kuje. Before now, Kuje has been a very fearful place to stay. In the area of kidnapping and other crimes here, I think Nigerian police have been doing their best. They've put more effort than ever to ensure that they curb down this crime and criminality here in Kuje.
As the year ends, residents say it is a period with high security challenges in Kuje and hope that the police will take proactive steps to ensure safety of lives of residents. Ilyasu Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
In the meantime, creating sub-divisional police offices has been described as good for crime detection and prevention of black spots in Kuje Area Council. Divisional Police Officer Kuje, Abdullahi Sambo, disclosed this on NTA Channel 5 security program called The Police, as Abe Tenemo Williams reports.
Security measures, including intensive patrols, enhanced border scrutiny, and checks at various formations in Kuje, are yielding results, as criminal elements have been largely brought to their knees, the DPO of Kuje Area Council, Umar Abdullahi Sambo, noted.
We need the support of the community. We need their cooperation.
Okay.
As I said, always information is vital. It's the key. If something is happening in one place, I will not be there, but the information we are getting from them, that will make us to act. But all the same, the patrol are going around 247, the surveillance are there 247, and we are not doing it alone. We are having our as vigilante, we move together, we do the patrol together.
Okay.
So the community too, need to actually do their best, because if you see something, you say something.
The police, he added, will not relent in its effort to ensure the safety of people and properties, especially at the U-tiled approaches, and urges residents to be more security conscious. Asabitanim Williams, NTA News.
And Commissioner of Police FCT, Babaji Sunday, has banned the sales and use of all kinds of fireworks, firecrackers and knockouts in the territory. A statement signed by the command's public relations officer, DSP Josephine Ade, indicates that the order is part of proactive measures to sustain the relative peace in the FCT, contain crime and criminality peculiar to the end of year and Christmas festivities. The statement disclosed that the CP has ordered all divisional police officers and heads of police units within the FCT to commence immediate enforcement by arresting and prosecuting anyone who violates the order. It further called on parents and guardians to impress on their children and wards to desist from the use of fireworks, urging persons trading in the banned items to seek alternative but legal ventures, as the FCT will not be business as usual for unsanctioned activities. You're watching the news at 1 on NTA5 Abuja. We now pause for some messages. More reports in a moment. Do stay.
Move now! The red light won't kill you! Move now!
To the disobey traffic law, they cause accidents. Me, I don't talk, say I no go dey do them again, because change begins with me.
Let's cross the other side of the road.
I will no longer endanger my life crossing the express. Instead, I will use the bridge, because change begins with me.
Oga driver, stop this bus now, won't come down. I be one carry me past where they go.
Make I dey stop anyhow for road, they cause traffic wahala and accidents. So I go dey stop for the right bus stop, because change begins with me.
Change begins with me.
This message is brought to you by the National Orientation Agency in conjunction with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Thanks for staying tuned. The leadership of the National Union of Electricity Employees says deprivation of intervention funds by the Central Bank of Nigeria, lack of network development and non-replacement of failed transformers, amongst others factors, are responsible for the industrial action embarked on Monday. Although the strike has been suspended, the union says its 21-day ultimatum stands. Serafina Okonumekwe reports.
Abuja, the nation's capital, experienced over 15 hours blackout Monday, alongside other franchise neighboring states of the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company of Nasarawa, Kogi, Edo, Niger, and Kaduna State. This is as a result of industrial action embarked upon by the leadership of the National Union of Electricity Employees. Business centers, corporate organizations, and residents of FCT have resorted to self-help as they say power supply remains epileptic.
We have been burning fuel for the past 3 days, from morning till night, till we leave this place.
However, the FCT Council of the National Union of Electricity Employers says the industrial action embarked upon was to press home their demands of more than 20 months entitlements not paid, non-remittance of dues, and their salaries being used as running cost by the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company. The FCT Council chairman of the Nigerian Union of Electricity Employers, Godfrey Abba, says the strike was called off as their demands are being considered.
CBN is claiming that there is a leadership issue in AEDC. Until those leadership issues are resolved, that they will not release the fund. All other discos have accessed this money, but AEDC has not been able to access.
The FCT Council chairman of the Nigerian Union of Electricity Employers, Godfrey Abba, says the strike was called off as their demands are being considered. He further noted that the AEDC management has been dissolved and interim leadership will be announced anytime soon. Meanwhile, efforts to reach the spokesperson of the AEDC, Oyebode Fadigbe, proved abortive. In Abuja, Serafina Okon Umekwe, NTA News.
Years ago, the United for Better Nigeria initiative was formed by some patriotic Nigerians who are passionate about the unity and progress of the country. This same group has converged on Abuja to advocate the need for a president from Southeast extraction come 2023. Ayenaje Auta reports.
The United for Better Nigeria Initiative's National Convention in Abuja brought together stakeholders regardless of party, tribe and religious divide, young and old, to deliberate on issues that concern them, as well as to mobilize other Nigerians and major political parties to nominate, support and elect a Southeasterner as President of Nigeria come 2023.
Is producing the president from Southeast an entitlement? Again, my answer will be no. And the reason is that even if it is zoned to you for moral reasons, you still have to go through the electioneering processes to become.
To build Nigeria to the standard God wants it, we must unite. Yes. And the Southeast must bring their own.
Speaker after speaker revealed the intention of this movement, which include call for zoning of the political positions in Nigeria for equity, fairness, good governance, inclusiveness, unity and progress.
All we are asking for is to give the Southeast a chance to also try their part. So we are hoping that we have somebody, not just anybody Southeast, somebody that is dedicated to see this country as a one nation.
Southeast has the capacity, the human capacity, the intellectual capacity, and all that it takes to govern Nigeria and create a nation that is prosperous, a nation that is united.
This year's convention has as its theme the imperatives of rotation in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ayenaje Auta, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the original inhabitants of the Federal Capital Territory have appealed to the government to see them as a critical segment of the country. The chairman, FCT Council of Chiefs and owner of Abaji, who is also the patron of the Association of Wives of FCT Traditional Rulers, Alhaji Adamu Baba Unisa, made the plea at the Traditional Rulers Wives Table Project launch. Hadiza Godwinibuni has more.
Investing in girls' education was also placed on the front burner during the Association of Wives of the FCT Traditional Rulers Table Project launch. Chairperson of the association, Hawakulu Adamu, wife of the owner of Abaji, says the project is to help equip original inhabitants with skills and also encourage them to acquire Western education.
I'm proud that the MacArthur Foundation had recognized us, that to get to the grassroots it should be through us. And I think this will improve their lives. The task is at hand, and it is we who can do it. Nobody else. So with their collaboration and cooperation, we'll be able to achieve what we want.
Our main focus is also to strengthen dialogue and advocacy on issues that original inhabitants in FCT are facing. We hope to do this between now and the next 2 years.
The Abuja Municipal Area Council Chairman, Abdullah Adamu Candido, said The promotion of political, economic, health, social and cultural rights of the original inhabitants of the Federal Capital Territory should be given due consideration by inclusive participation in governance.
Nigerians who are living here, right, should be of assistance, great assistance, so that put together, we can solve the socio-political challenges that the FCT original inhabitants are facing.
It is important to advise us all that the subcommittee to be responsible for distribution of this cash donation assistance should be transparent, honest in discharging this noble responsibility.
Helpline Foundation, a non-governmental organization, pledged its commitment to promoting the girl-child education and also speak out against sexual and gender-based violence. Hadiza Godwin Ebuni, NTA News.
Youths have been reminded of their power as the backbone of any society, hence the need for them to remain positive and support good ventures that will build the society. This dominated discourse at the National Council of Muslim Youth Organizations Zonal Capacity Building Workshop. Zubaida Abdulaziz Uthman has the details.
As the saying goes, youths are the leaders of tomorrow, and a good leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. That is why it is important for Muslim youths to be of exemplary character in the society. Guest speaker at the Zonal Capacity Building Workshop themed Personal Development and Leadership, the role of Muslim youths in Nigeria, Malam Muhammad Sani Musa used this analogy to drive his point, giving reasons why youths, and Muslim youths in particular, need to be self-developed in order to be of exemplary character, especially in the position of leadership.
The Muslim youths, as individuals and as group, should know that they are supposed to be models for every other community to emulate. They should know that they are not just leaders of tomorrow, they are leaders beginning from today.
Special guest of the event, Mr. Umar Shuaibu Ahmed, represented by Mr. Muhammad Bawa, also admonished the youths to be of good behavior, adding that they should learn to go back to their roots and stay away from bad company.
There are a series of activities we can do or engage in as youths, to self-develop for personal and societal upliftment.
In our two religious houses, mosque, church, always preach peace to our youth. Please remove yourself. Those of you that are here today, remove yourself from those youth, that whenever a call is made for any destructive movement in the country, remove yourself out of them.
The coordinator of the event, Malam Suleiman Abubakar, stated that this is the first of many other capacity building workshops to be organized by NACOMIO, targeted at Muslim youths to be informed on the importance of developing themselves personally so they can be of good example to other youths in the society. Zubaida Abdulaziz Uthman, NTA News.
Talking sports now, Liverpool becomes the first English club to win all 6 Champions League group matches as they beat host AC Milan 2-1 in San Siro. Let's join Stanley Archie with details on Sports Brief.
The Confederation of African Football (CAF) has dismissed rumors that the 2021 AFCON competition could be moved away from Cameroon following the recent discovery of the new Omicron COVID-19 variant. Elsewhere, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp said he's delighted with the way his much-changed side dealt with AC Milan in San Siro on Tuesday night to set a new record by becoming the first English club to win all 6 Champions League group matches after a 2-1 away victory. In other results, Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Man City are also through to the round of 16. In basketball, the London Lions and British basketball are done sneaking under the radar as they are banging on the front door, gearing up to surprise, conquer and declare themselves prominent features of the European youth scene. The London Lions are making history as the first BBL team to compete in the second round of the FIBA Europe Cup. Moving to tennis, Novak Djokovic has been named on the official entry list for the 2022 Australian Open, but 23-time Grand Slam singles champion Serena Williams is not included. Djokovic, who was also on the entry list for the Association of Tennis for Professional Cup, which was released on Tuesday, has declined to disclose his vaccination status, despite everyone at Melbourne Park needing to be inoculated against COVID-19 virus. With Sports Brief, Stanley Achi, NTA News.
And before we go, here is a quick reminder. We are now faced with the Omicron variant of COVID-19. Please adhere strictly to all safety protocols. Get vaccinated. That's the news at 1. There'll be more news at 7 this evening. Join us then.